The road to El Dorado. Is it hard? Is it easy? You play cooperatively in the Lost Expedition coming up.
Hi, it's Tarrant.
And Stella from Meeple University. Today we are going to talk about the Lost Expedition, which is a cooperative game.
There's actually a competitive mode as well, but we've only
That's
played
correct.
the cooperative version, so that's all we can review here. But yes, there's a 2-player competitive mode as well.
So what is the game about? We're going to start with overview and then we'll come back to what we think of the game.
Yep. So Lost Expedition is it's a fairly simple card playing game. We've got these big chunky cards here. Ultimately, we are this team of explorers, and we are trying to explore through the jungle to get to El Dorado, which is at the end of our track. And that track will vary in length depending on your player count.
Correct.
At the start of each round, we each get cards.
It's 6 for 2 players and less for more than 2 players, I believe.
I think it's so that there's always 12 cards in
Right.
each round.
Maybe, yeah.
And we go back and forth, starting from whoever has the first player marker, playing a card face up into the tableau. And these are all numbered. And in what's called the morning phase, because we explore in the morning and then we have lunch and then we explore in the evening, the cards will always be arranged in number order. So you would pick a card that would go into the row, and then I would pick one, and we would split them out so that they're in the order of the numbers
yeah.
on the cards. So we're not thinking hard about this as we demonstrate it. We're just sort of showing it.
There you go.
Right. And then once you've got these here, you'll resolve the cards from left to right. And the ultimate aim is to get this icon, which is the little walking person. And when you resolve a walking person, you get to move one step down the track. And that's what you're trying to do. But you need to avoid all sorts of hazards and really keep your crew alive. So if you look at a card like this, you go into a clearing. White icons have to be spent and black icons get gained. So you've got the option to
There you go.
spend some camping experience to gain 2 food. And you've got the option to spend some camping experience to heal. So that's all about camping. You go up against an anaconda where you've got these red icons. You must choose one of them. So you could shoot the anaconda for food. You could shoot the anaconda for some compass
Skill.
experience. What's it called? Navigational
Navigation.
experience. Or someone in your party gets hit.
Injured.
Gets 2 health.
That looks like if you don't have anything else you can spend.
Yeah, so this is the sort of thing, basically, when you hit this anaconda, if you're out of bullets, if you've already spent your bullets, then one of your crew is going to, or you're going to suffer 2 damage across your crew. And then you would come to this next one, and you can either give the Javante tribes some food to get some camping experience, which you can then spend on something like this, or they use some navigational experience to get some movement. So there's all these sorts of things.
And what is this? This is basically to remove one of your explorers to actually advance 1 step here.
Yeah, so one of them could die outright.
Yeah, and so on.
Yep.
So that is in the morning phase.
Yep. Then in the evening phase, you flip this over. You have to eat a food every time you get a...
Cards get discarded.
Yep.
And that 3 cards that we still use now is in place. But instead of resolving it by number, we're resolving it by the order that we play it. Starting with Tarrant.
Yep, so I could play some piranhas. I probably wouldn't do that. I would probably play some footprints. That feels like a better option.
Yeah, of course. And then I will probably try to play this to see. Now, this symbol is really handy. You can time it right so that you can skip the next card. If so, Tarrant has got a bad card, he would probably play it. There you go.
Yep.
And so on. So until we finish our cards and then resolve it from left to right and so on.
Yep, so we hit on the major part of the game here. I mean, bad things are going to happen. You're going to encounter most of the cards through the course of the game. your explorers are going to suffer damage, and
Oh yeah, that's
there's a
bit
fair
tough.
chance that one of them's going to die.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to get to the end with at least one of them surviving.
Mm-hmm.
But the major cooperative part of the game, and of course you're not showing each other your cards and fully optimizing this. You have to play these cards secretly. Not secretly, sorry. You have to play them without discussing them in advance. But yeah, when a player puts down a swap action, put something bad down in front of it so that you skip the worst of the effects. As long as you can skip enough bad effects and have the right equipment at the right times, you'll make your way to the end.
It has the artwork. I think it has Tintin vibe. I don't know if you watched the comic or read the comic books. I think there's some serious movie cartoon as well.
Yeah, it's got a bit of
What's
that. I forget what it's called. It's a thick line drawing sort of.
Oh right, okay. There's a word for it.
There's a word
Oh,
for
no,
it, and I
that's-
think it's French, and I can't remember what it is.
Okay. It is I really, I like cooperative game. I generally like cooperative games, and this is one that alpha player can't really control you because they don't know what you have in hand. They can only suggest if this and that, but essentially it is your decision to choose what cards you want to play.
Yeah, I mean, you could play any. I often wonder, you could play any co-op in that way. You could play Pandemic without discussing your actions.
Yeah,
in
but
advance,
you
but that one's
disadvantage
more
yourself.
of a puzzle. This one
Yeah.
really is it's about taking actions and trying to think what your your teammates are trying to achieve with it. Like if someone's played a card hoping to skip, and they had a card that they really wanted to skip, but you jump in front and get in the way of that plan, then yeah, you've got to work around that. And there's lots of options as well. Like here, you could skip this card to advance, or you could just get food. So you skip this moderately annoying card to get to this really bad one, but get a step on the track. There's enough of those decisions, which are always made by the leader, which
Yep.
again is a alpha player mitigation
Yeah,
option.
yeah, I really like that. That just you never know what's going to happen in a turn, and the variety of card combination that you can do
Yep.
that gives no two games the same.
Yep. The game is not difficult. The game is.
Hang on, we
The game is.
did once, didn't we?
Sorry. Yes. Let me rephrase. Depending on the difficulty level you choose, winning
right.
can be difficult. Learning the game and playing it is not.
Oh yes.
This is the sort of game. It was even introduced to us this way, but it's the sort of game that I would take out at the start of a meetup. If it's a sort of thing that if you hadn't really played much before and you could handle icons, you could play this very easily.
The icon is not hard at all. As
As
you
a
can see
gateway.
here, there's player 8, so just like gain and span, and then there's like that's basically it. That's pretty clear.
Yep.
So basically, if in a public meetup you bring this up and you play it, warm up with people. Oh yeah, let's work together, and then after that, play something like, "Haha, I destroy you."
Yeah, it's not a deep puzzle because you pretty much play the handful of cards that come your way. So it's not going to appeal to your Pandemic sort of player, but it is a nice social co-op that allows you to tell a story as well.
It is actually you can
About
play it like that.
running and leaping over the peccary and getting eaten by the piranhas.
So this is actually, hang on, this is not leaping like this. If you're not leaping and you're leaping over the piranha.
Into a spiderweb.
Oops, yeah. My bad. So that is the game.
Yep. As we alluded before, there's a 2-player competitive mode, which we haven't delved into.
And there is an expansion that we haven't actually played. So I can't wait to play with the expansion because it is a quick game and, it's good for our date night as well. We want to play something that is not too competitive. So that is our thoughts on the Lost
And
Expedition.
Teddy Roosevelt's in it as well.
Oh, really? Is that based on Teddy Roosevelt? It is.
Yep.
I think it's good representation as well.
Yeah, he was
Of the where's the rest of the card? I think we put away the rest of the
characters.
It's good representation as well of the characters, and these characters to start with. I mean, normally you probably start with a different skill character,
I'm not sure where they are.
yeah,
Oh,
got
there
it.
they are. You have
So
it.
yeah, so there's different skills. So we'll probably like use, change it so that this person has got different skill and that can mitigate one of the symbols required.
Yeah.
So that is it. If you enjoy this video, you can help us by by hitting the like button and subscribe to us if you haven't already done so. I'm also on social media, Twitter, Instagram, so hopefully I'll see you there too. And hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!
Bye.